Hi, you guys. Welcome back to Vibing with Val. I thought it was the perfect opportunity to come on and make a quick video about what I'm making for dinner today. So what I'm making is Arroz Con Pollo, and I thought that I will share that as this Puerto Rican Heritage Month. This is a staple in Puerto Rico. This is a staple in my house. We love this. My son, my husband, we love this meal. It's fast and it's easy and it's delicious, most importantly. So yeah, let me know if you try this recipe, any similarities or differences that you guys may do, and I would just love to see the differences. This meal just brings me back, I don't know, preteen, teenage years to my mom, living with my mom. She always had a plate of food for us in the house. Smell of it just brings me back. I love you, Mom. Anyway, those of you who don't know, yes, I am full 100% Boricua, even though I speak un poquito de español, but I do get by, like I said, and I'm from New York, specifically the Boogie Down Bronx. I was born and raised there, so even though I don't live there, my heart is still there with you guys, and it's the home of the Yankees, so what can make it any better? But anyway, let's get started to cook. I'll try to walk you step by step. If you have any questions, you can leave it down in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it. Okay, let's get started. So let's start off with the ingredients. I'm using chicken tenders because I like them because they're very easy to cut and they have no bone, so it's easy for my 2-year-old to eat. Here I'm using red kidney beans from Goya. I have 2 cups of medium grain rice. I prefer it better than the long grain rice. And I'm using oregano, salt, garlic powder, cumin, a little bit of cumin, and some black pepper to season the chicken. And that's it, really, you guys. So here I'm just cleaning the chicken up a little bit. I mixed some lemon juice with water. You can use vinegar as well, whatever you have on hand, but just clean your chicken, guys. Here I have 2 tablespoons of oil just warming up. And we're going to add our chicken. See, it's seasoned with all the ingredients I mentioned before. So we're just gonna start cooking the chicken in the oil. So here I'm just stirring it a little bit, making sure that everything is mixed well. While that's cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on the rice. I'm rinsing out the rice so I can just eliminate a little bit of that starch that's on the rice. Rice is very starchy, so you just want to make sure you rinse it. You see my Lysol bottle there is only because I had to sterilize the sink because I get grossed out with the chicken, so I just have to sterilize it. So here, now the chicken is cooked. I'm adding sofrito. There goes my famous sofrito. If you haven't seen my video, go check it out on how to make it. It's just the bomb. It brings everything together. So I added about 2.5 spoons of sofrito. I'm mixing that all together. Don't get scared if it looks green. Trust me, it would all come together. Once I add the next ingredients, it's going to start looking normal, I guess. So I'm adding 1 packet of sazon. You only need 1, guys, not 2. So this is gonna bring a little bit extra flavor and it's gonna add that nice color to your rice. And just mixing that all together, making sure everything is evenly coated. I wish you can smell this, guys. It smells so good. Now we're adding the rice that we just washed. And just mix that all together with the chicken. And then now here I'm adding chicken broth. This is a little tip. You don't only have to add water, you can add chicken broth. So I'm adding 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 cup of water. And it's just gonna add like a little bit more flavor to the rice. It's so good, guys, trust me. Instead of using plain water, I mean, you can use plain water, it still comes out really well, but that chicken broth just does something. Now I'm adding 2 teaspoons of salt, and I'm using 2 teaspoons because I did use 2 cups of rice, so I try to keep that number. Now we're gonna, while that's cooking, we're gonna go ahead and start the beans. I have a little bit of oil with sofrito. I'm adding some sazon Goya and jamon Goya. This is gonna bring a lot of flavor to your beans. And also it eliminates you adding like adobo or extra salt in your beans. I don't use it because I feel like these packets already bring so much flavor along with the sofrito. So I just added the beans, giving that a stir. It smells so good. My son already said, "Mama, you making rice and pollo." Now I'm adding tomato sauce. I'm only using half of the can because you're using 1 can of beans. However, if you're making 2 cans of beans, then feel free to use the whole can of tomato sauce. And I prefer Goya. I just like the consistency of it. Smells so good, guys. So you're gonna let that cook at the same time. Now look at the rice. So it's getting to a point where it's ready to have the flame lowered and covered. So it still has a little liquid. Now it's good. We're gonna top that and let that cook for 10 minutes. So this is after the 10 minutes. This is how it looks. So I call this the bless your food part. I got that from my mom. She always said you add like a little bit of water in between and it's como like you're blessing your food. So you cook it for another 10 minutes. Going back to the beans, they're looking good, guys. Give that a stir. So now if you don't like your beans too watery like this, what you do is you let it cook some more, but you don't cover the pot. You leave it halfway open, just like that. Guys, look at this rice. Look at these beans. So good. This is the finished product, guys. Now I'm plating. Get some aguacate on the side. That is it, you guys. Let me know if you do make this meal, and if you do, Buen Provecho. I'm going to now eat with my family and feed my bebe. He loves this. He loves this rice and pollo. Until the next vibe. Bye.